Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. Let's play Ostranauts. In my previous episode, we kind of gathered the floor and the walls to start building out my ship a little bit to increase the cargo capacity. And in this episode, I'm going to start laying down that foundation and advancing the condition of the ship so that we can haul more stuff, make money a little bit faster. You might recall this guy was on this ship and he's now dead, and I'm going to assume it's because I breached the hull, even though the hull was breached elsewhere. I have to think that's probably what happened, but I don't know for sure. If you happen to know if that's the case, or if you've seen this happen before, if you could leave a comment, I'd appreciate it. I'll take a look at those and see if there's a consensus on how that goes down. Now, I had put wall sections in some of these racks so that I could move them a little more easily, and I'm trying to install those right now. It's not really letting me do that. We're just going to install it here right in the middle of the floor, which makes really no sense at all, but it is what it is. And there we go. There's some floor. I'm sorry, there's some walls. I have said that about 150 times, and it is not the last. I will continue to say that. I really don't know why. Just it's what comes to mind. So, all right, we have a bin that I put some stuff in. And that bin is in really bad shape, but it gets the job done right now. Then let's go ahead and try to install this rack. And I should be able to put it under the bin. Yep, looks like I can. That's good. So that increases. So we now have two spaces here that are being expanded out by the bulkhead bin by 4, and then by the rack by 6. That's so 10. So it's 5 extra spaces per space if you do that. There we go. Okay. Oh, here's the PDA that he grabbed. Let's go ahead and unlock that so I don't forget to do it later. This is why I take hacking, because that can be really lucrative. All right, so my plan, and I have plenty of battery, plenty of oxygen. My plan is to build down this way a little bit. I'm not going to build it too much today. I think maybe, let me count the wall sections that I have. I said wall that time. 6 here. 3 here. I think that's kind of telling me what I'm going to end up doing. There's going to be 6 in here, so 12, 15. So we could build down 7. We'll build down 6 spaces is I think what I'm going to do. I feel like that's a good start. Now to do this, I'm going to depressurize the ship, and before I do that, I'm going to turn off some of these alarms. I'm in my suit, so I'll be okay for a while, although I might want to consider eating first. You know what, let's go ahead and do that. Just to get that out of the way. I have some food in here. We'll eat a nice meal. There we go. And helmet back on. I'm going to have to take that down because this wall is going to come out. Although, I do need to take the whole wall out because eventually I have to put the wall down here where I end up building. And so that's going to be, that's a step that has to get done. I'm just trying to think through how I best do this. I think I'm going to go ahead and disassemble these 6 spots, and we'll build downward then. We'll start with wall, then we'll add floor. 6x8, 48, and I think I did pick up, yeah, because I have floor in my backpack as well, right? Yeah, so should be in good shape there. Let's give it a go, see what happens. I'm going to do this with orders, and we're going to start with the wall. I really don't have to uninstall the floor, and I did not grab additional conduit right now, so I'm going to leave these lights where they are. It'll be a little goofy for a bit, but I'll find some conduit before we head back to base, and we'll make that work. So for now, we're just going to uninstall these. There we go. Oh, except I failed to turn everything off like I said I was going to. So let me do that real quick. So first I want to turn off the thermostat. And it's just a matter of a left click to do that. Then I want to turn off the O2 alarm. That's the big one, because that would burn through all the oxygen and then we're in trouble. To make sure that that's not a problem, I am going to go ahead and turn the pump off. And there we have it. So we will be without atmosphere here for an extended period of time. Wall uninstall. I'm not sure if it's going to actually uninstall that one. Yeah, I think I killed it in a manner that it didn't know it should continue to do it. That's okay. This will get the job done. And then while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and make orders to, you know what? I'm sorry, it's not orders, it's install. We're going to install hull. We're going to install wall. And we can use the generic wall. I'm probably going to be mixed and matched for a bit. If I can find the specific one I'm planning on using. There it is. I guess I could do that. So we're going to do 1. That was a misclick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll do the same over here. And he's starting to drag the floors. And that is Testudo 44 wall. So we'll put the 44 back here. So we've just basically moved it out a little bit. 44 series. That's floor. There it is. And then we will also put in all of the flooring, which is all 96 series. And we'll just go ahead and go around the horn here. And once that's done, we should have a nice little room here. Okay, fast forwarding to 16 and letting it rip. Now, if you don't have a laser torch, this will take forever. I highly recommend not starting to build out until you have that Weber laser torch so that you can make good progress. So a whole lot of nothing to do here while this is going down. Thought I would share one of the videos, somebody had mentioned that I should check out a game called Duskers, that I might like it. It has a flavor of Ostranauts. You're kind of doing salvaging in a dystopian universe. You're using drones to do the salvaging. It's not where you run around with a guy, and you have up to 4 drones that can go on a mission at any particular time. And it captures some of the feeling of like Faster Than Light and other roguelites. The game is on sale right now in the US anyway on Steam at half price, and I am probably going to go ahead and do a video or two on it because I think that folks who play Ostranauts might find it very interesting. It might be a nice little different distraction, and at $10, it's kind of hard to beat that. I've played it only for about an hour and a half at this point, and it's my understanding is it's classified as a space horror game, so that's something to consider. I don't tend to be into horror movies, horror games, anything like that, just personal preferences. But I have enjoyed what I've seen in that particular game. I would call it a bit of a puzzle game, it looks like. You can't directly, I have not seen yet where you can like directly combat infestations that you run across. You kind of have to trick them into a zone that has defense that can neutralize them on its own. With that said, I enjoy puzzle games, and so that's maybe a good distraction for some people. Okay, he's into the repair part of this, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the auto task because I think he's done what I kind of set out for him to do right now. I have not installed that thruster. That is something I probably should consider doing. I don't see a great place to do it right now. I don't know if I could do it here. I've got the laser torch battery charger there. Might just have to hold off for now. Eventually I could probably put it out here. You know what, that's probably what I'll do. I'll go ahead and just install it. So cancel action, we'll pick that up, we'll install it. And we're just going to put it, we'll put it in a corner. I tend to like to do that where possible. Now it's going to need power though, so I will have to go get some conduit to make that work. Did I pick up conduit? I don't think I did. I don't remember. Let's take a quick peek. Okay, that's all floor. I know that's going to be all floor. I mean, not floor, that's the tools. And then this is like scrap. Okay, so I did not pick up conduit that I see. I'm going to go ahead and go do that. We'll run around out here. I'm sure there will be somewhere. I kind of thought I did, but maybe I just not thinking of where it went. Did I put it in the backpack? Not seeing it there either. Okay. And clearly it's not in this backpack. Okay, well, it's okay. You always need conduit, it seems like. So there's nothing wrong with having more than I need. If I did grab it before, I apologize for doing it a second time here without need. But we'll go ahead and just real quick grab what we can. So this will be in order, and I'll just turn on conduit, uninstall. And we will grab these pieces. Here's one that I did take out already. So I like the double track conduit. I just think it looks cleaner. It's really, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Probably literally, but I don't think there's a benefit of one over the other. It is possible maybe they have different wear times. It might wear out quicker or slower. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of that might be different about them. There's no kind of rating for power or anything like that. So whatever you like better, I think, is what you should go with. I'm not even sure why I decided I liked this better. Maybe it's more aesthetically pleasing for me. I'm not really sure. Nonetheless, this is what I'm going to go for when I can. And in a pinch, you can always use the other kind too. There we go. Come on now. And we'll go ahead and pick up that motherboard too, because just misclicking all over. I think I accidentally bumped my mouse into a faster move than I'm normally using, so at least haven't used in a while. Okay, slow down. Don't need to move that fast right now. I'm going to go ahead and grab just a little bit more. Like I said, you can always use conduit. as we start to build out even more and more. So never hurts to have it. Is he actually uninstalling it? Because it doesn't look like he is. There he goes. I do the same thing here where I kind of move them to where I know we're going to be heading. Kind of keep them on this screen as best as possible, just to make it easier to move them around when time comes. Okay. And I'm ready to slow that down. I don't need to be moving that fast now. I think when I'm briskly walking, I like 4 times speed, and when I'm doing pretty much everything else, I like 2 times speed. So yeah, as you can see, the temperature has dropped quite a bit on the ship. It's down to minus 77 Celsius. So we're going to go ahead and turn the thermostat back on. There we go. And we should see the temperature. There it is. It's already darting upwards. I'm going to go ahead and turn the pump back on. I really like this. I think this is newish. I don't think that this existed in build 13. I think this was added with 14, and I do like it. It gives you an idea of where you are with the can that's on there without having to kind of go do the math or worry about your decimal points or anything like that. And then finally we need to turn on the O2 alarm, and it should go off for a minute. But as you can see, oh, okay, no, you're not seeing it. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Blue is nitrogen, isn't it? Yeah, I keep getting that backwards in my head. So yeah, the oxygen came right up. It's still climbing a little bit. And there we go, 22.6. So there you have it. We have expanded out the ship. I think what I'm going to do, I have not connected that thruster. Let me do that real quick. And that's again just doing an install, and you go to power and tell it you're going to do conduit. And if you only have one kind of conduit, it'll only use one kind of conduit. So that's one of the reasons that I choose to just focus on the one type. And he's doing a repair up there. I'm going to move him down here and see if we can get him to. Yeah, not as quickly as I'd like. So the temperature is back to normal now too. As you can see, 22 degrees Celsius. So I can pop the helmet off, although I don't have anywhere to put it. We'll leave it on for now. There we go. And he's also going to repair some of those parts. And man, he still hasn't done the, there we go. Starting to get the conduit in there. And that does it. Okay. So I think that kind of does it for this pass. I'm going to probably, in between episodes, do one more quick run through here. And I might go ahead and grab things like pumps and that, things that'll sell relatively well, and bring them back with me. I might also grab some more racks and just kind of get them out here. I do like using the racks. I do like the bulkheads. And so probably do a little bit of that, do a little bit of cleanup so that you don't have to sit through a bunch of the boring stuff. And we'll be back with another episode then of Let's Play Ostranauts. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for joining me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you do, or at least consider doing it. That does help me out, and I would very much appreciate that. Other than that, thanks for your time, and until next time, fair travels.